Yo, what's up guys, you're back with TechNick and I finally got my hands on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. This is another 6-part series, this being part 1 against the Xiaomi Mi 10 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. The Xiaomi comes paired with a Snapdragon 865 processing chip and is really reasonably priced. Check the top right hand corner for reference. And the iPhone 11 Pro Max comes paired with an A13 Bionic Chip, but today it is all about design of these devices as well as build quality. I have the Korean version of the S20 Ultra here, 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gig variant, and it's the only phone of the three that comes paired with earphones and AKG Type-C being that. We have a Type-C to Type-C cable in here for charging, and we have a super fast charging block in the box, though this is unfortunately just 25 watts. If you want the 45 watt block, you're gonna have to buy it externally. I have it here since I got it with my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I actually had to buy that externally as well. The block size of the bigger 45 watt block is pretty similar to the 65 watt block that Xiaomi gives you, and the smaller block is pretty similar compared to the iPhone of the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, the block that comes in the box. We get this horrible translucent case in the box, and tearing off the back sticker of the S20 Ultra, it looks absolutely gorgeous, but the only thing you really see straight away is the camera. You really do see that. It kind of looks like bad acne, I guess, that is contained in a rectangular prism, but we have that wonderful periscope lens in there, so it needs to be pretty big, so it kind of justifies it. I really like this gray cover at the back, color at the back, and the cover, honestly guys, makes this seriously expensive phone look seriously cheap. So I would suggest getting a new cover if you must use one. I hate that Samsung have not moved to a frosted glass finish such as seen on the Mi 10 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max. I don't like this glossy finish, though I really do like the color like I said earlier. We don't have a split volume rocker, and we have the power button on the right hand side, which is a good welcome change, going back to their roots. And on the iPhone, we have a very big power button and split volume rockers on the left hand side, which I do prefer. The iPhone obviously also has the mute switch, which is a nice little addition, and the Samsung and Xiaomi are both pretty clean on the left hand side. We have rounded corners on the Samsung and Xiaomi, though the iPhone is pretty flat to the surface when putting it on a flat surface, so it might make it easy to use on a flat surface, but the other phones are going to wobble, but it's easier in your hand. We actually have a micro SD card slot in the S20, which we don't have on the other two devices. At the bottom we have downward firing speakers, but bear in mind that S20 is the only one with USB 3.2 speeds. The other are just capped at 2. We have dual speakers on the Samsung, iPhone, and the Xiaomi device, so the Xiaomi has it at the top as well, an extra speaker there. The S20 Ultra selfie snap is 40 megapixels compared to the Mi 10 Pro's 20 megapixel and iPhone 11's 12 megapixel. The Xiaomi is also capped at Full HD 30 FPS with the front selfie cam. The S20 Ultra comes with an 108 megapixel ISOCELL HM1 9:1 binning sensor, 48 megapixel periscope, telephoto lens, 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 0.3 megapixel 3D TOF lens. Still not sure why they're including that, but it's there. Mi 10 Pro comes with a slightly less HMX ISOCELL 108 megapixel 4:1 binning compared to the Samsung 8 megapixel long telephoto, 12 megapixel short telephoto, and 20 megapixel ultra wide, while the iPhone has 12 megapixels throughout the bunch, ultra wide, main, as well as telephoto. Camera bumps are really big on the Xiaomi and on the Samsung, and it's a lot smaller on the iPhone, but these cameras are getting way too big if you ask me. I think it looks the best on the Xiaomi. We have quite a bit of screen wobble when your phone is on a flat surface on the two devices on the left, though the iPhone kind of resists this a little bit because of that flat back and very small camera bump. The Samsung comes paired with a 6.9 inch QHD 120 Hz 240 Hz touch sensing panel. It looks absolutely gorgeous with that little punch hole display in the front there. And looking at color accuracy compared to the Xiaomi, they look very, very similar over here. They both have AMOLED panels from Samsung. Obviously the Samsung has a high resolution over there. I'm currently running 1080p because that is the only version that you can actually choose when you're pairing it with a 120 Hz to get that wonderful 120 FPS. Looking at the iPhone, the color accuracy is a lot more natural and a lot less saturated thanks to that XDR panel. It looks really stunning with that OLED panel. I can't wait to get into part 2 when it comes to software and features, so please stay tuned for that one, guys. I'm really excited to dig into Samsung One UI 2.0 over here running Android 10. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and until next time guys, this is TechNick.